Welcome to another edition of the Houston Roundball Review Takeover of the Lunch Break, powered by JM&E. Y'all know who I am. I am KG Kris Gardner of the Houston Roundball Review. Y'all know who another brother, y'all see him up there, Da'Yon Dunlap. How you doing, brother?
Oh man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
And then the third brother of the group for today's takeover, if you are a loyal, longtime follower of Let's Rage Coogs, you know who he is. He's back with us in the fold. Bryce Beall, how you doing, brother?
Man, I'm blessed, man. God is good, and I'm just blessed to be here, man. So happy to be on with you guys.
And for those who don't know who Bryce is, Bryce, let everybody know a little bit about yourself, man.
No, man, I'm Bryce, man. Played football, started running back at U of H from '08 to 11. Um, U of H grad, and humble as I can say this, I'm just blessed to be part of the Cougar family.
And that's it. Cougar family, and he's part of the Let's Raid Cougs family and the Houston Roundball Review family, and we all family here.
In
And this
Space City News, Ada Lambda, 7
Oh
Club,
yeah.
that
Spring 11.
that
Oh
too.
yeah.
That as well. All right, brothers. We're gonna talk some football, naturally. And I'm gonna say this to the viewers who are watching the show because we're pre-recording. But as you watch it live on Thursday on YouTube and on Roku, yes, on Roku via the BS3 Network, we will talk Rockets and Lakers too. And heads up to you watching, Bryce is a Lakers fan. Okay, so just get ready for that conversation. But UH football first things first.
Hey Chris, you know what's crazy? Think about this. Remember before the season, and this I know football season hadn't started yet. Remember, Fluff told us Kingston was gonna be the truth. And what Bryce tell us about the freshman right now? What you tell us, Bryce?
Paris Melvin Jr.,
Gonna be the truth. And
the
so
best
Fluff
player I've
was
ever
spot
coached.
on. Like so, hey, and when it's looking like he gonna be the truth, I can't wait to see it. My bad, Chris. I was just thinking
No, no,
about
that's
that as you
that's
were
that's
saying
that's
it.
that's what I want to talk about. Yeah, I
Okay,
want to talk
I
about
was just
Paris
thinking
Melvin
about that.
Jr.
Like, dang.
because Fluff was on point about Kingston. So
Yep.
Bryce, just tell everybody about Paris Melvin Jr.
And we call him the Travis Hunter of the Big 12. Coach Fritz is so excited about this kid, man. Out of high school, he was probably I say was the best player in Houston because there was not a high school kid. Now I'm telling you, I watched a lot of ball in Houston. There was not a high school kid who can do what he can do on both sides of the ball, and he's getting reps with the ones right now at the star position at playing at safety rover. They got plans to play him in the backfield and receiver as well. Coach Friston want him to kick return, punt return.
Oh,
He's going to
sorry.
do it this fall. You're going to see him all over the field. You're like, who is this freshman number 14? This guy is an animal. He's been killing it in spring ball. And when people write about him and say, man, Paris Melvin, I said, I tried to tell you guys, this guy is the best player in the city. He could have went anywhere in the country, but he was loyal. He wanted to put on for the city. He helped turn around the program at Side Springs, where it was one of the losers program in Houston. Hadn't had a winning season in 20 some years. He gets on campus and take us to the playoffs and have 3 straight winning seasons. That's just the type of kid he is. He's a program changer, and it's got to be the same way for us at U of H.
For those who don't know, how tall is he? Weight, all that kind of stuff too.
Yeah, he's about 6 foot. He don't got solid about 190, 195. That spring has really been good to him. He done put on a lot of weight. He's fast. He's a 10-6 kid in a 100-meter dash in high school. And he's still supposed to be in high school right now. He's going to get ready to go to
He,
prom.
he passed
But
up.
yeah, but he got early. I mean, he's one of the biggest recruits to come through U of H, and he's going to be one of those freshmen right away that you're going to see. And U of H, this is the first time I can say since their team that beat Florida State, we look like a Big 12 team now. The
Okay.
size, Coach Fritz they have done a great job of building this team. When I say you go out there and you see these guys, how big they are, how physical they are. I ain't gonna spoil it for you guys, but I promise you, this is one of the better teams we've had in a long time.
And I seen that they right now they have them focused a lot on the defensive side. And then Coach Fritz said they're gonna start sprinkling them in, getting them ready for that offense. What you think about their approach? What is he more natural? I'm sure he's a natural athlete, but defensively, because like when I watch Travis, he a natural corner. When I see him, like he a playmaker,
Mhm.
but corner he natural. What more is where's he more natural at?
He's naturally he's honey badger for LSU. How
Okay.
they use
Okay.
him
Okay.
around
Okay.
safety corner. Like when he
Yeah.
first started out, he was the best corner in the freaking state of Texas. But then we
Okay.
play safety. He can cover. He can be the slot corner. He's honey badger. They blitz him a lot at U of H. I was talking to him last week. He was like, man, IDC he brings a lot of pressure. He said I blitz a lot. I see him on blitzing half the time, so he's able to do everything. But when you put the ball in his hands, you be like, oh my God, the guy can cut
Okay.
on a dime. He can make plays. Like he's naturally, I feel like he's at the next level. He's going to play the honey badger type of safety slot
Yeah.
corner position. But you can put him at receiver. He's going to be a best receiver on the team. You can put it at running back. I guarantee you right now, he's the best running back in the room at U of H. But they need him on the defensive end. So that's why they're going to slowly bring him along so he can be able to do both. But he's in the running back meeting room and he also playing the safety meeting room. So they trying to not too much on it because think about it, the kid was
Mm-hmm.
just last fall was playing high school
Nice
football.
one.
Right.
He's going to go to his high school prom next week, and so like he got a lot that they don't want to throw him at his own right now. But he's the type of kid when he's gonna whatever they put him in, he's gonna thrive at. And I can see him having 500-600 rushing yards and then also being the best safety in the conference. Like, God, this guy's gonna be amazing, man.
Bryce, is there one thing, like one wild moment you saw? Whenever you saw, it's like, yeah, he is legit, the best I've ever seen. What was it?
Absolutely. I would never forget his junior year. We playing against Sour Ranch, who's the district champ. They were one of the top teams in the state, top 10. Matter of fact, their quarterback just committed to U of H from Sour
Okay.
Ranch. We playing them. We've never, like, Sour Ranch has always been traditionally better than Sour Springs. And we get out there in quads, we throw him the ball. He literally shakes off two or three guys, stiffs on another guy, spins out. It's supposed to be a loss of two or three, and he takes it for a 70-yard touchdown. I looked at the OC and the head coach like, God, I've never seen anything like this guy before. Like, and the head coach at Sour Ranch is one a good friend of mine. He gave me my first high school job. He was like, I told the kids right now, the difference between that game was they have Paris Melvin, we did, and that's when I knew that this kid is just different, man.
That's great to hear. I'm excited, man.
I'm excited too.
I'm not.
I'm
I wouldn't
excited
even.
too.
I don't hype many high school kids up, but he's one of the best players I've ever seen. Like, and he's
What
such a
about
competitor.
in the kick return? Because we always had traditional kick returns of recent. He gonna be
Oh,
explosive like Marcus
that same
Jones, like
game, that
Tank
same
Dell, like
game.
Stevenson,
Oh
like
yes,
okay.
that same game. The first kickoff, he takes it back to the crib. Like he's that dynamic, man. Like he easily could have played. I know Baylor wanted to play offense. He easily could play offense at any other
Yeah.
school, but at the next level, he's Honey Badger, and he's that type of athlete. He's that type of player. He can cover you, can lock you down, he can blitz. He want to stick his nose in the head. You saw in the spring game, he took a fumble recovery, fumble six
Mm-hmm.
back to the six. Like he's just an instant. He's a ball player, and he's gonna be one of the best players in the country.
Last time I was on the takeover with Chris, we kind of looked at the schedule and we gave our predictions. And you just talked about the size of the Big 12 and this being, if you've seen, one of the better teams that we've had. What's your expectation going into the season?
Oh, I like I I,
Especially with
I
Connor. Let's start with the quarterback. Let's start with the most important position with Connor.
Yeah,
he
and
has
then
full.
D, real quick, I'm gonna go down the schedule for Bryce
Okay.
and see if he agrees with what we said for
Okay. Yeah.
prediction. But go
Okay.
ahead and talk about Connor, Bryce.
Connor has full control of this team, and that's one thing Paris was telling me too. Because I see him every weekend when I go down there, and he was like, everybody on that team respects this guy. He has full control. Like he is the undisputed leader of the team this year, and I think last year has just built his confidence level. I mean, he was his first year starting, so he's kind of like, a little bit of background. They say this offseason he has been amazing, and that's around the building. Everybody will tell you it is his team. I know it's a lot of pressure when you got one of the top quarterbacks in the country in high school enrolling. So you expect, this guy to have like put pressure, but nah, this guy, it's like it's natural for him, and I think he's gonna have his best year ever. That's why I'm very high on U of A.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the interior size. Like our old line looks so much bigger than what happened in the past. It's not that our defense line looks bigger. It's we do
Offensive
look the
line.
part now. Offensive line looks so much better and bigger and better. But Connor, he has full control. This is the first time I felt like we had a quarterback since Greg Ward that has full control of the offense.
Wow. Okay. All right, Bryce, you on the spot, brother. Here's the schedule. Week 1, home against Oregon State.
Dub,
Next one, Southern.
dub.
All right.
That's 2-0.
September 18th, Friday in Lubbock, Texas Tech.
They got to change that game day. I hate that it's on a Friday, but that's going to be the challenge. And I think because the one thing that Texas Tech has shown, now they graduated a lot, and this is why I
A
like
lot.
our chances this year. Is like they
Mm-hmm.
they just sent 11 guys to the combine, and they starting over. But the thing about it, they got so much money, they get a lot of transfer. Their D line won't be as good as it was last year, and our O line is better this year. So, and
Okay.
I think we competed really well last year versus them. That game right there is the one game we're going to put a question mark, but we're going to come back to. I got to try to convince myself that we can win that one without being biased.
And look, I'm
All
gonna
right.
tell you what I said. Hold on for a second. I was like, of course, I said all the points that you did. They graduated a lot, kind of coming back. His first time being in the system, but until I see us beat them, I gave them the edge. Just until I believe we can compete and we can do it, but just not being a homer. And
No,
they had a number,
but the one
and they
advantage
lost a
we
lot though.
have is that game being on Friday. A lot of they donors, they big time support and everything. Texas high school football is big in Texas, and
Right.
Friday is a tough game. Would the energy be the same? Would the level of excitement be the same for the as a home crowd? If there's ever a time where we could sneak up and go in there and beat them, it would be that Friday night game. And that's the type of game where I feel like we'll have confidence. We'll be 2-0. Connor's already feeling good, and with the improvement up front and how our defense is flying around. Let's see if they can score enough at home to beat us. Question mark. We're gonna come back to that one.
With a new quarterback. Yep, I like
All
it.
right. All right. By the time we're done, though, you got to make a prediction on that game, though. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's the one. That's
Right
one.
now
That's the one I know we're
we're
winning.
2-0. We're 2-0 right now. We'll
Okay.
come back to that one.
Next, Georgia Southern at Georgia Southern.
That's a dub.
All right. October 3rd,
Hey,
Saturday, home against UCF.
That's a win.
October 10th at Kansas State.
That's a tough place to play. Right now, if that's the one I had, the one last. Manhattan going out, man. I went out there one time for a game. I watched West Virginia out there. This was when Tyrone Carrier was coaching. I randomly went out there. I want to see the atmosphere. It is one of the toughest places to play. It's a weird stadium, weird area. Uh, that's the first L we probably may take.
so we at
We
four
go.
one.
We're probably gonna
Okay.
be undefeated going into that game, and Colin Klein is back, and I have to see, but that's a tough place to play. It's just one
Now,
of those
Dan,
weird
did you hear
games.
what he said, though? He said it'll probably be undefeated going into that game. That's what he said. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
October 17th, home against Oklahoma State.
Oh, that's a win.
October 24th at Utah.
Another tough game, but I feel like we can win that game. That's a win.
All right. November
Mhm.
7th, home against Cincinnati.
That's a win for
That's
us.
a win.
Cincinnati.
Friday, November 13th at Colorado.
Oh, that's a win. They're imploding in Colorado. I've had an athlete I just had that just graduated. He said it's a complete joke up there. He said Prime is a good leader, but he said it's like a high school. He said coming from A&M to Colorado, he said it's night and day. He said A&M was business, it was structure. He said players do what they want. Deion make his own rule. He said it's no organization there. I don't believe in. Now I believe in the OC they hired. Marin's one of the great thinking minds out there. His go-go offense, which gave us a problem when he was at
UNLV.
UNLV. So
Mm-hmm.
he's a great system, but I don't think right now they have the talent, I'm not worried about that game. So I'm gonna say we're gonna win that one at Colorado.
All right. November 21st at West Virginia in Morgantown.
We're gonna win that game too. Oh, I like the schedule. I really do.
All right. November 28th, closing out the regular season, home against Baylor.
We're gonna win that game.
We got to come
All
back to
right.
the tech. We got to come back to the
Come back
tech.
Texas Tech. You already said it, though, Bryce. You already said it.
I
Going to
th- I, th-
Manhattan.
I think we're gonna beat Texas Tech. I really do. I'm very impressed with what I'm. Coach Fritz, man, the roster he has, man. People are like, wow, like we have playmakers. He's recruited well. The transfer port's been well. Our secondary is really, I'm telling you, one of the best secondary in the country. Corners, y'all be like, hey, our secondary is really, really good. Texas Tech like to fling the ball around the floor, the field. I think we match up well with them on that. Our defensive coordinators bringing pressure this year. With the playmakers we have, I like our chance. I think we're going to beat Texas Tech. I think we'll be 11-1. We're going to set up a chance to play in the Big 12 championship with a chance to go to the playoffs. I think if any team can do, you got to have a senior quarterback, a leader, kind of like a Fernando at Indiana, a good leader that's an older guy that's been around that can make plays, that can make winning plays. He can do that. An old line that can really block for you, like Indiana, he can do that. Well, we can do that. And a great defense. I think our defense will be one of the better defense in the country this year. We don't have the D line that Texas Tech had last year, but the kind of chaos that he creates with his pressures and stuff. I think we had a good defense last year. I think it's
We
going
did.
to get even better this year. I
What
think
about
with
our
the
run game? You a running back. What about our run game? We got Makai Hughes. We got what's the name coming back? I don't know his name, but it's left my head. He number 6.
yeah, our running backs are solid. I mean, it's not a better groups we had. I mean, it's really solid. I think once they realize that Paris Melvin is the best running back in the room, he's one of those guys. He's a home run guy. They're gonna know. They're gonna see that when they give him the ball on offense too. So like, it's gonna be interesting with our running backs, but I think like I go back to what I said at the beginning. We have that general at quarterback. This is the best I felt about our quarterback situation since Greg Ward, and that was what 6, 7 years ago, 8 years ago. It's been a while since we had a
Yeah.
quarterback that I really had faith in, and I really think Connor's going to break out this year. It wouldn't surprise me. Dark horse Heisman. That's the type of spring he's had all season. He's had. And that's the type of confidence he's going into the year with, and the recipe, I think, for instance, saw Indiana. The recipe is get older players in there that can solidify your team and build the O line D line. Indiana dominated last year up front on the O line D line. We
Yep.
got much bigger, we got much better, and I think we can have that similar type of success.
Now your prediction is one win better than what we said. We said 10-2, but still going to the Big 12 championship game.
Absolutely. I don't.
Well,
I think us.
I
I
just
think
can't. I
Texas.
wanted to say we was gonna beat Tech, but I just not being a homer because I've said that every single year. And honestly, I was being objective. They a tier above us right now until we prove it.
Absolutely.
Until we prove it. But other than that, I just had that one slip up. I should know if it would be Kansas State or Colorado. I picked Colorado just because they was going. I don't know how the
No,
season
no,
where
no,
they
no.
gonna
You
have.
picked West Virginia slip up.
I picked West Virginia.
Yeah,
I picked West Virginia slip up. One of them, I picked one slip up,
yeah.
and that's just because the trouble that they gave us last year, and they got a quarterback who is really explosive over there, transferring from Oklahoma. I think that's why I picked that something like that.
I I think that's interesting. West Virginia, I just can't see it. I think we're gonna be too proven. I think we got a lot of guys coming back. I think we did a guy we kept a lot of our guys. We didn't lose many guys as you would
I'm
think.
not. I know
And
how tough it is to play in Kansas State. I just don't
man,
believe in
oh
Avery
man,
Johnson. Avery Johnson, he
he's
gonna turn it over.
he's experienced. That place is tough to play, and people go down there and
Yeah,
Kansas State have their worst games for some reason. I don't understand it. I'll never understand why it's so like you look up and they're like, how's Kansas State contending for the Big 12 championship? They're just type of team. Now I don't think that they will be one of the top 3 teams. I think Texas Tech, I think us, and I think what's the name? I think Utah are the best 3 teams going to be in the conference next year. But I think we're going to go to Utah, beat Utah to get the upper hand on them. So uh, I'm excited, man. I really am.
We can tell.
I
we,
really am.
we can
Now
I
I'm gonna
am
say
too
this:
though.
Baylor will be much better next year. Getting old boy from Florida at
DJ
quarterback
Lagway,
and Lagway, they're gonna be much better. You can't sleep on
Braylon
Baylor,
Miller.
but I think they're probably the 14. But I really think we'll be one of the top 3 teams in the conference next year.
How about BYU?
You just never know with BYU.
They returned their freshman quarterback, but he is mainly running. You see, they get
Yeah,
up on them and make him pass it. I like us against them.
I really we don't play the BYU, right?
Correct. We don't.
Who I wonder who's on their schedule. That's the thing that sometimes you get last year it should have been that year we had an easy schedule last year, like a really good schedule. But BYU, I need to see who's on their side. I mean, they
Let me.
always solid. They're gonna play. They're gonna
Right.
play hard. They're gonna be big.
They coach
They,
stayed, right? Didn't he?
Yes.
yeah, he
Okay,
stayed.
okay.
Bryce, is there anything about football that you are you have concern about?
Um, yeah, just us not protecting home because until people
Mm-hmm.
until we get an atmosphere where it's tough to come to U of H and play, it would make it so much better. Like really coming out the spring, I'm telling you, this is. I'm not saying it just because I'm biased. This is the best I've felt about a U of H team in a long. I think it's a complete team. I really do. I think this is the best roster we've had since the Atlanta Robertson team. When that defense was so loaded with all those and Bowers and all that. Like this is the best roster we've had in a long, long time.
All right, real quick. Here's BYU schedule. Opener against Utah Tech. Home against Arizona.
That's
At
gonna be a tough
Colorado
one.
State. At TCU.
That's a tough one.
Home against Iowa State. Home against Notre Dame. At UCF. Home against Arizona State. At Utah for the Holy War.
Mm,
Home against Baylor. At Kansas.
mm.
Home against Cincinnati.
Oh man, they don't have no road games that really just like besides the Utah, but that's just a rival. So can't count BYU. I didn't know their schedule's that cake either. I mean TCU could be tough. I mean Jeremy Payne is one of the best running backs in the country. They got they got momentum coming off their USC bowl win. Yeah, they had a good recruiting class. TCU could be tough, but eh,
As excited and as hyped as you have us and the folks who watched the takeover on Thursday, what's the vibe you're getting from other former teammates, alums, people
Mm-hmm.
around the program in terms of buying tickets?
Listen.
How about that?
I mean, I think the spring showing was huge. Uh, Coach Fritz do a great job of bringing alumni back. Last week was alumni week. He brought the players back on Friday for dinner, and he scored everybody around for the game on Saturday. I think he's starting to bring back a lot of alumni former players live in Houston, so but they don't want to come back to the games because they don't feel welcome. So I think if you start with the alumni, people who really cared about the program, and eventually they start telling more people and getting people around. That's how you slowly get more people in there. I think we gotta continue. I don't see it hammer enough about getting tickets, season tickets. Like I don't feel like our marketing department do a good job
Mm-hmm.
of trying to sell. Like they wait until August or the summer
Mm-hmm.
when we need to be blasting things out now to get the buzz going around the city. And I just think one day they should just have. I know it is you feel like they feel like they're gonna lose money doing this. Just have a bring your kid to the game for free game and just for one game to get people in the stadium. So you say, oh, when you see how packed it is, you can see what it does for the atmosphere, what it does for the team. Just do something, some type of promo where you get bodies in there. And I don't feel like we've done enough of that right now in the whole season to build that buzz that we need. Now, the one thing I will say to people are excited, they're excited about what Coach Fritz, the talent we have. They're excited about what he's building.
I don't even
And
think we market him enough.
we
Like
don't.
we can market him to all the little sayings that I hear he has. How he has the Wilson, just all like little snippets of. There's so much that we could do to market better and build his
Yeah,
character around the city as like the general, whatever we want to market it as. But then we dropped the ball on.
we
One person we ain't
absolutely.
talked about though, I think probably could be a first team all conference is Amari Thomas, wide receiver. What you think about him?
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's one that's why I said we have the talent. Like we
Mm-hmm.
have the explosive players. He's gonna have a great him and our quarterback gonna have Connor, they're gonna be great together. He's big for us. And I'm sorry to go back to about Coach Fritz. You absolutely right. We don't market him enough. I think the last
We
coach
don't, bro.
that did the best job of marketing him, but he also marketed was Coach Herman. Coach Herman did a wonderful job
He did.
of coming in and making it all about H-Town. And I think that's why he got the job at Texas because
He was
how
taking
we
pictures after the game, like this, like never staying real
yeah.
popular on social media, like with his Red Bull. Like he did. I got to give him that. He
They
really
did a
did.
great job. He did a
He
great
did.
job marketing himself and made himself one of the top candidates out there. I don't even know where he's at now because he's not. But we should do that same thing about Coach Fritz. I don't know because he's older. They don't feel like they should, but the guy's a winner, and I think we got to do a better job of getting him out there like that.
I mean, UH is doing the coaches caravan stuff around the state to try to
Mm,
reach out to alums, like 6 stops across Texas. So that's something. And Coach Fritz and Coach Sampson are doing that. So that's a positive going forward. But back to what you said, Da'Yon has said, we've said on Let's Rage Coogs, and anybody watches us on social media, is marketing doesn't do enough. You know, this is April. Bryce, you said it moments ago. Don't wait until July or August to hype up and promote the football season. You had a great season last year. You beat LSU to end the season. You got great talent coming in. You're in the Big 12. You need to be on radio. You need to be on social media. You need to be on as many different platforms as possible to get people excited about this season's football team.
absolutely.
And I think if once folks watch this show and this episode to see how excited Bryce is about the team, remember who said it and where you saw it first about Bryce Beall saying all these things about this coming football season to get you excited and about his expectations for this year. This should be a great year. So get your tickets. They're not expensive. So get your tickets, go to the game, support our Cougars because we are all Cougars. We are all alums and proud to be graduates from the University of Houston. We say that in every show we do. We want it. If you don't know it and you're new, I'm a grad. Bryce is a grad. Da'Yon's a grad. Andy's a grad. We are all alums of UH. We love this school. We want to see this school shine in every sport, but also playing in front of sold-out crowds inside TDECU Stadium. So buy your tickets and don't just, Da'Yon knows how I beat this horse to death. Don't just go to the game to see the opponent. Go see the Cougs play. Don't wait to see, who they're playing. Are they playing, give me an opponent. You know, they're playing Southern. They're playing Texas, whatever. Don't wait for them. Buy the tickets and go see your Cougs play.
Like, the Southern game. Marketing genius. All former Greek that came through U of H, no matter what
Mm-hmm.
fraternity, sorority you in, come out to the Southern game. We have this for you. There's people. I'm telling you, especially our community. That's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people that want to come to the
Yes.
A
Southern
lot
game.
of people.
Now you incentivize it by coming in. Oh, you work your letters or something. You get an entry for $5 or a $10 entry. Something cheap, little ticket. You gotta get creative and do things like that. And I don't think we do that enough. And
I
if you
think
do
they
it
got too
now,
many of the same voices in those
yeah.
rooms. They got too many of the same voices that's doing the same things.
And if you promote it now, the former Greeks, just years of Greeks were planning.
Man,
All right, there's Southern weekend.
generations. Like,
All of us is going to come to that game. Like,
man,
you know what? If y'all seeing this and you work in U of H's marketing department, just call me. I mean, just
call.
call me.
Make the
I got
call.
you, man. I got you, man.
Yeah, contact all three of us. We got ideas
I don't know if we thought. Oh, there
to
you
do
go.
that.
You.
But all right, brothers, bottom of the hour, going to play the promo. Let it remind everybody watching today's Takeover on BS3 on Roku via the BS3 Network. And we will be back in 90 seconds because I really want to hear Bryce talk about his Lakers against the Rockets. Lakers up 2-0 in that series. Be back in 90 seconds.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Welcome back to the Houston Roundball Review Takeover of the lunch break, powered by JM&E. Throwback Thursday style. Of course, I am KG Kris Gardner of the Houston Roundball Review, and with me is Da'Yon Dunlap and Bryce Beall. First half of the show, we talked Houston Cougars football. Bryce is hyped about the season, excited about the talent and everything. If you missed that, you can go back and watch that part of the show. But quick reminder for you, if you have Roku, just download the BS3 TV app. You can watch shows like this one on there. If not, you can just go to BS3Network.com or BS3TVLive.com. Now talking hoops, some pro hoops. Rockets, Lakers, no Luka, no Austin Reaves. Bryce, Da'Yon, so far, no problem for the Lakers as they lead the series 2-0. Who wants to go first?
I will jump this one off. I predicted, if you go to my Twitter, I said before the season started, I said if Luka and AR played, it would be a sweep. But I saw in March when we played them back to back, and I saw the kind of strategy. I think JJ knew we was gonna match up with Rockets. The strategy the strategy he had for Kevin Durant of bringing to him all the time. I realized, I think JJ, everybody saw that he exposed a flaw in the Rockets that everybody knows, but nobody does their defense but the Lakers. When you don't have a true guard that can make you pay for doubles, that can make you slow the game and control it, I knew it was going to happen. Now losing Luka and AR, I still thought we would be good enough to make a competitive series. I didn't think we would win the series because at the end of the day, I said, okay, like everybody say, if you go down and you rate the top 10 players of this series, the Rocket has 5 or 6 of the top 10 players, and the Lakers don't. But then again, JJ Redick has proven to be a much better schematically coach than Ime. I don't know what the Rockets do offensively and what they work on. They don't. It's no ball movement. It's no robberies or anything, and I'm
Oh,
just
we
so
lost Bryce
excited.
there. We'll get him back momentarily. You back now? Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Bryce.
I don't know what the Rockets practice or what they're doing, but right now Ime looks lost. He looks like he has no answer. This is the fourth game in a row he has played the Lakers, and there's been no adjustments. It's been the exact same. Give the ball to Kevin Durant in bad spots, and it's going to make him look bad when he's not that type of player. And they keep trying to force it. And then some of the rotations, I'm sorry for the. I'm not even a Rockets fan. Well, every time I see Jason the Tate in the game,
Jay Sean
and
Tate.
yeah, when I see him in the game and I see Osagi, I'm like, as long as they're on the floor with Thompson, those two guys who can't score outside of the paint. I absolutely love it, and I really think it might be a sweep. I think we have taken the Rockets' wheel. Sengun looks lost. He has no confidence at all. He's frustrated. Uh, it's just a bad matchup. I mean, JJ he's just running circles around Ime right now.
Dan, what you say, man?
I say it's pretty much what I seen going into the series, and I don't think people talk enough about Twin the Thompson because he was a lottery pick, and he out there like Ben Simmons. He's out there like Ben Simmons, and the role players like the rotations is bad. You paying Jay Sean Tate, but then you got Dorian Finney-Smith over there. He's not a prolific 3-point shooter, but he can stand there and shoot corner threes. You see how he got that money in Dallas, and he can defend. So the
And they
rotations
and
in
they
the
spent the mid-level exception on him, and he
Right.
doesn't even play.
he don't play. And so the rotations in question, like you said, where he can letting KD catch the ball up top instead of that mid post area to where it's just one dribble and get up before the defense come or react. And so some of that, but I think it's more it's the roster for the Rockets. They gotta it's the roster. The roster is not good. They are missing a
It's
point guard though. I will give them that. They do miss
it's not
Fred
even
Van Fleet.
it's not even a point guard. It's so
Yeah,
poorly. I tweeted this
the
the first
roster's
game
bad.
when I saw it in the first game versus Oklahoma. I said they have no shooting. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if Jabari Smith is your best shooter, good luck. I mean he's
Mm-hmm.
not
Reed, well,
consistent.
Reed,
Like
Reed Shepard. but
They, he
yeah,
can't play on the court. Reed Shepard can't guard me, and
yeah,
I go give him 10 right now. Like he can't guard me. I think Rafael Stone has done a poor job
poor
compared to
job.
what Daryl Morey did a great job of surrounding his star player James Harden with guys. Reeves are shooters. He put shooters around James Harden, and he flourished. Kevin Durant needs to be. He first of all, he needs a playmaker. He's not a playmaker. He needs a playmaker guard, and then he needs other smart, high IQ ball that can move the ball. He thrived in Golden State like everybody would because they were smart, high IQ players. He thrived with Brooklyn the same way. But when you put him with guys like um, that he playing with right now, I mean, they just don't have enough high IQ, high skill offensive
I
players,
don't.
and he's gonna struggle when you have players like that. And
Yeah.
I love it though. I've been a Lakers fan. I really believe JJ Redick has done a great job. He's a good enough coach that if Luca
They
can
out there,
come back,
man.
come on.
They don't even need Luka this series. They out there getting beat by Luke Kennard, averaging 23, and Marcus Smart. LeBron just doing. He doing what he do. Just play making the right plays. But the other guys are making shots. He making it easy for LeBron.
But
Really.
watch, but if you watch that game, watch the sets they are doing to get Luke Kennard open. Because Luke Kennard cannot, he doesn't really have great ball handling. As you see, he got a couple of backcourts. He struggled when
Mm-hmm.
you make him dribble. But the
Dribble. Yeah.
way the back screens, the off screens, the constant moving they have him doing, he's running sets like JJ Redick is running circles around him, and he's one of the JJ Redick. As much as he irritated me sometimes the way his press conference and calling out players. When it comes to offensive sets and stuff like that, the guy is smart as ever, and he has the Lakers. He retooled the offense in 2 weeks quicker than Ime has done the whole year with the Rockets, and it just shows how brilliant he is.
And Reed Shepard, he is the Rockets' best shooter. His defense is not good. Okay, we agree. But when you are so desperate need of shooting, he has to put Ime has to put Reed on the floor to space the floor. He's not a point guard. Okay, the Rockets need to stop. They need to stop pretending that he is. He's not a point guard. He could be a guy like Luke Kennard, running off curls, running off that space on the floor, and being a 3-point shooter. You can kind of hide him defensively if you got the right personnel. But Ime is so old school with defense first that he won't allow Reed to have get beat by defense. No, 2 straight possessions. You got to go sit down.
Mm. Yep.
Yep. The Rockets' offense is so bad without guys who can make shots. You need to play the guy who can make shots. A little bit more than 11 minutes a game to have yourselves a better chance to win the game. Dan, do you think the series is over? Do you think Bryce is going to be a sweep?
Man, in
It's
our group chats, I said, "What if it's a sweep?" I'm gonna get Rockets going. They gonna come out and battle at home. If they lose game 3, it's a sweep. But I think they gonna get. They got a chance to. I don't see. I don't know how, but I think if they any type because Ime is not a bad coach. This one year, I can't let that define him. Or the roster is constructed for what he's done throughout his career. Like how he with Boston,
With Boston?
with
Yeah.
take care, and then before they
they
traded him,
won
bring.
once he left.
But if they would have won if he would have stayed, he got fired for no reason.
No.
Nah, they would have won if he
Mazzulla is a
stayed.
way better coach than Ime. He gets it.
I can't agree with that. I can't agree with
Oh,
that because
absolutely, he's a better
I
coach.
can't. Nah,
Jalen Brown said the best. The reason why they lost to the Warriors is the drop coverage they played on Steph
nah.
Curry. He said some of the adjustments they made against Steph Curry. He said was terrible. Jalen Brown even said this. He said,
But that's after you lose. That's after
"That's
you
a,
lose, though. That's after you lose. I can't say that because
okay."
Mazzulla was on his staff. Mazzulla was
Boston
on his
lost.
staff. He has the chance to give input to the head coach. I can't say that. I can't agree with you there. I can't say that.
Jason Tatum missed all year. The Celtics could use the same excuse the Rockets did. This is an all NBA player, and the Boston Celtics still scored. They still was
That's because how
because
good the team is. That speaks to how good the team is.
they Queta they starting guys who never did anything in the NBA.
Hold
It's
on,
guys
no,
who
no,
are
no,
worse
no,
than
no. Now I can't let you now. Now let's talk. Let's talk the team, the way the team can. Now let's talk to the way the team is constructed. Let's talk about it. Mention the guys that you about to mention. Jalen Green is an All NBA type player. Derrick White is better than Austin Reaves. No even question about it.
Come
Red,
on. Derrick White is better than Austin Reeves?
yes.
Stop it.
Ooh,
And what?
Bryce, you don't. Oh, come
How
on.
is Austin? No, yes. How is Austin Reaves better than Derrick White? And what?
Did y'all see when Luka and LeBron went out with Austin Reeves were putting 40 a night on board? Derrick White can't do that if he wanted to.
Are we talking all around basketball players? Yes, he
All right,
can.
he's a
He
better shooter. He's a better playmaker.
he's not a
He
better
does every.
playmaker. No,
He's
he's
not better
not.
player than Derrick White.
No,
Austin
Then
Reeves.
Austin
Y'all
Reeves,
watch.
no, not better than Derek
he's
White.
not a
No.
better play. He's not a better defensive. Austin Rivers is a chair. He cannot guard. He can't
Now,
guard Derrick White.
he can't
He
defend
can't
better than
guard
Derrick
Derrick
White.
White.
He
And
can't.
Austin Rivers can, and Derrick White can score just as good as him, if not better. And he's
Derrick
clutch
White ever
too.
average 20 points a game. Austin Reeves not
He's
clutch.
the
Y'all don't
third
watch the Lakers
option
enough.
right now. He's
Yeah.
the third option. He's the third option behind Jalen Green and I
Jalen
mean,
Brown.
but
Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown and Tatum. But when Tatum was out, he was the second option. What was his number? Let me pull up his numbers. What he averaged all year.
Go look what Austin Reeves did all year. And
But
don't
no,
disrespect.
Austin Reed. But he also is guarding the opponent's best player every
No,
night. Every
Yeah,
no,
night.
Bryce.
no.
And he
You
initiated the
know,
offense. And he
Austin
averaged 20 a
Reeves.
game. He averaged 20 a game. He averaged 6 assists. And
Who?
he lock up on the defense,
Derek
Derek
White.
White. And he lock up on the defensive end.
Go look up Austin Reeves stat. Like
Now, because he's
Austin.
only one end of the court. We're talking basketball player. We're not just talking one end of the court. You cannot talk to me and say he's a better player
Derek
because he's
White
a
is a
better
better all
scorer.
around player than AR.
We're
He is a better
talking
all around player
basketball. You
than
got to
AR.
guard on the
Yeah.
end. You got to guard on both sides. The one just because you can score better don't make you a better basketball player. You got to be able to guard on the other end.
Okay, so who's better, Jokic or Wemby?
Well, we ain't going there right now. We're not doing it
No,
now.
no,
We're
no.
talking.
This is a comparison. Jokic is so much better offensively than Wemby, but Wemby plays both sides of the ball. I guarantee you right now, you 7 game series, you take Jokic over Wemby, correct?
But that's because Wemby, this is his first playoff series. I
And
got to
I
see
don't,
him be.
I don't care about that. Austin Reeves is so much better offensively than Derrick
No,
White.
he's not. What are you talking about? No, he's not.
It,
How is he? What's he better
Bryce,
at?
it's
What
not
is he
it's
so
not
much
that big a
better at? What
gap
are you
as you
talking
making it,
about?
brother. It's
It's
not.
not, bro. It's not. He is not. What are you talking? You don't. You haven't seen enough Derek White, obviously.
I've
It,
seen Derrick White. Derrick White is
it's
he's
it's
solid.
not that big a
He's
gap. No,
solid.
it's not.
He's
Not
one
that big a
second. Let me see
gap.
something.
Austin Reeves is not just like he's like him and Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard could be the second option if he was on the Lakers.
Stop it.
Peyton Pritchard
Stop.
is just a prolific scorer like Austin Reeves. He can do everything he can do off the dribble. However you want it.
Listen, this year Austin Reeves averages. This is averaging as the third option.
No,
23
it's the
points per
second
game.
option. LeBron is the third option.
Okay, 23 points per game
As the
on
second option.
almost 50% shooting.
Second option.
87 87% free throw shooter, 5 assists a game, and 5 rebounds a game. How's this guy not complete? What are you talking about? Austin Reeves should have been an
Offensive,
all-star.
offensive player. He's a complete. Offensively, I can say we're talking the complete basketball player. Offensively, he can make plays
Oh,
offensively.
Derrick White, 16 points per game on 39% shooting from the field. 39. This guy, one guy has 50% shooting, one guy has 39%
But
shooting.
one another player is guarding his opponent's best player night in, night out. Though, is what I'm trying to tell you. So it's a
Listen,
difference.
Derrick White has never shot over 46% from the field.
You
Austin
still
Reeves is
talking
like,
offense?
he's so much better offensively.
No, he's not, bro. I don't believe that.
We're not
Hopefully,
we're not we're not gonna
yeah, I
resolve
don't
this
believe that.
on today's
I don't
episode of
believe.
Takeover. But this is a fun conversation though. I'm
I don't
having
believe
fun
that. I do
listening to
not
this
believe
going
that.
back and forth. But let's go with this. Dan, I think you kind of going this way. If the Rockets get swept, Bryce, do you think Ime should be in trouble as a head coach?
Yes,
Absolutely, absolutely.
yes.
Okay.
You get swept, you need to be in
100%.
trouble.
Should
Okay.
100.
Rafael Stone also be in trouble then?
He need to go
HD5.
first.
He needs to go first. Look at his picks. He drafted Reed Shepard, Jabari Smith, Amin Thompson. These are all like Amin is solid. I can't just knock him. I like his defense, but you drafted terrible. Like
And you missing Dylan Brooks right now. You should have gave up. I mean, and you should, man, he's terrible. The roster is bad. That's why I can't just.
didn't
You
the Suns
do
didn't the
y'all
Suns want
play?
Tyrese?
Do
What
y'all
they want to tell
blame
Eason?
Rafael more than Ime?
Yes, I do.
Absolutely, 100%.
Because one of my biggest things is Rafael should have gotten a point guard
James Harden
at
wants
the
to come
deadline.
back.
At the deadline,
He
should
could
have.
have got Russell Westbrook. Yeah.
James Harden first option was to go back to Houston. They told him no.
Yeah, that was probably higher up
That
call. he
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 should
wasn't
got
coming
look.
back here. He wasn't coming back
What
here.
what then for Tennessee to sell the team? If James Harden right now you stick him in the Rockets, they are dangerous.
I'll probably say Ime probably didn't want that either. Tillman
Well,
and
he
Ime
got to go
didn't want
through.
that.
Well,
So
Ime got to go through then. You got James Harden. Now the Cavaliers look like they can. They're going to the Eastern Conference because they're going to beat the Pistons. I'm sorry, Chris. They're going to beat the Pistons because James Harden he to me he made the Cavaliers probably the best team in the Eastern Conference.
ooh, ahead of Boston.
But I don't trust Boston. I don't trust, but they live and die by the three ball. And
I mean
They did
that's
that
fair.
last year, but they
Yeah.
so good defensively, and yeah,
but
Boston tough.
but now Donovan and James can put pressure on you. They both can get in the paint. James can knock down now. James
But you
in,
got to guard though. Still gotta guard Jaylen Brown and Jason. You
and that's why
can't.
you got Jared Allen and Mobley. Mobley's are always an all defensive player.
But
Jared, but you
listen,
got them rim protecting.
Bryce. They in the paint with it. They in the paint with it though, bro. Listen to me. You on a guard, and I ain't got to drive to the basket if I can cross you up and get to my pull up.
Only
They
Jason
got a
Tatum has that
guard.
game.
And Bryce, you were kind of sound like you're forgetting about James Harden in the playoffs in Game Sevens.
Just don't get to game seven. Please don't get to game. Don't, don't get to game 6 or 7. For some reason, that guy goes missing. I know. I trust me. I was one of James Harden's hardest critics because I felt like this guy just disappears. Because to be honest, James Harden, outside of Kobe, is probably the greatest shooting guard I've ever seen scoring wise, like scoring guard.
Yep.
And to be so successful in the regular season, and then you get to the postseason, this guy is just missing. It's it's confusing. But I
And,
still, if I'm
and it's like he don't be having that same aggression. That's what killed me
Yeah.
too. It's like it ain't.
It's like he
Yeah.
checks out. It's like he just like, yeah, it's Game 7. Okay, yeah, well, whatever. I mean, he
but you got
doesn't.
to bring if you got a chance to bring him back, you got to bring him back.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at your team, you're like, okay, we're one of the top 6 defensive teams in the NBA. We're clearly struggling from a point guard. Reed is not getting it down the trade deadline. I got to put my Dan Gilbert had to swallow a pill to bring LeBron back. Now Garrett is LeBron James. After Dan Gilbert they killed each other. I mean, publicly, like how
Right.
they destroyed each other. But what happened? They put that to the side and ended up getting a championship. The Rockets, you got to do the same thing. You got to bring James back.
But brothers, a week ago, almost all the national people picked the Rockets to beat the Lakers in like probably let's say 5, maybe a handful with a sweep. I never thought sweep, but the majority of them, probably 85%, if not more, picked Rockets over the Lakers. Now, some of those same people, 2 games in, are calling the Rockets trash, calling the offense, what the hell are they doing? They're just selfish. What changed these folks' minds in a week? I mean, a week ago, they all picked the Rockets to win the series. Now they're like, oh, Lakers gonna win the series.
Because there you have data and you have evidence. The Lakers have played the Rockets 4 times in a row. They had the exact same strategy 4 times, and they didn't change up anything. The only thing that's changed is Luka now out there getting you 40. That's the only thing that's changed. And even though the Lakers not scoring like they were scoring, the Rockets have looked horrible all 4 games offensively versus this type. Nobody else plays this type of zone. Like the Lakers, it's not a zone, but it's like they're all on the string. It is a zone where they're playing, but the way they're trapping Durant, and then when he's not on the floor, when Durant goes and sit down, that's when offense. It may be the worst offense I've ever seen in an NBA basketball. When he sat down, I mean, you got Holiday jacking up threes, and they have no offense. So I think I saw it coming because, and I tweeted before. I can go show you. I tweeted before the series. I said, if Luke was here, I think this would be a sweep because they would have the scoring. JJ defensively is going to shut them down. But now it's like I don't see a path where the Rockets can win this series. It's just they're not going to change overnight.
And it shows how disappointing Sengun is against the Lakers. And this is, I'm throwing shade at DeAndre Ayton when I say this. If Sengun, he is not winning his matchup against Ayton. If that doesn't happen, the Rockets are not winning this series. And that hasn't happened. Sengun has struggled against Ayton. He struggled against Jackson Hayes. Rockets fans and staff, they were counting on, okay, we're going to win the center matchup. You go position by position. Okay, this, center matchup should be Rockets. It has not been the case. And if it ain't the case, their series is over. I mean, and it's on Sengun. He said after game 2, he's thinking about when he misses shots, he's letting it bother him, impact his game. You a pro, man. This ain't your rookie year. You got to get past that.
But you know what though? It goes back to the Ime. I think Ime has stripped Sagoon's confidence. I don't think he likes it. He's not an Ime type of player. Like
Agreed.
he may first he may like think he can defend. He may think he's soft, and you can tell his facial expression when Sengun makes a mistake. Just watch
Yes.
his facial expression on the sideline. He's like he disgust. Reed Shepard and Sengun discuss Ime out there. I don't think Ime has put enough confidence, and that's the difference in coaching. Ime has stripped Sengun of his confidence, and JJ got what's the name? Kennard feeling like he is prime Larry Bird, and he got him feeling confident. I've never seen Kennard play this confident in my life. Like pump faking, jab stepping, three ball, and that's the difference in why Kennard and them is balling like this, and why Sengun is not. I think Sengun he's looking over his shoulder. Ime's in his head, and
Mm-hmm.
I think he's not playing as confident as he was. I
That's
really
that's
don't
that's a
believe it.
good call, brother. That is a good call. Do you agree with
I
that?
think nah, I think the difference in Kennard is he got a LeBron James who's really a point guard. And so this where he's getting the ball, it's easy for him to be either catch and shoot or catch or attack the closeout, in which that's his strength. He don't got to think. But LeBron is a point guard in which now he just doing what he doing, reading the floor and making the game so easy for everybody.
But do you think Ime has impacted Shingun's confidence?
Nah, I can't put that on another man. I think Sengun is just soft. He just soft, bro. Bro, we talking pros right here. I was watching him on that court. He ain't not, bro. He just soft, bro.
He's so, but
But
here's the thing.
but maybe.
Watch
I
when
see. No,
watch
I
watch
heard the
when
point.
watch.
I can't say I see it. I agree with that point. But at the same time, he know he gonna play, and it ain't like he coming out the game. That's why I say that because he know he still gonna play. He know he like that's why to the point. But he ain't. It ain't like he can keep coming out the game. That's the only reason I say that. I agree
I
with
mean,
it. Like,
it's one
but he
thing Coach
still.
Sampson says too.
It ain't like
Don't
Coach
ever
Coach.
let another man take your confidence.
Right. That's what I'm
Yeah,
see.
no,
See.
that is
See.
true. But what made Phil Jackson so great being a Lakers fan is the Zen master, the mental games he played with his players to get them ready to play. I feel like Reed Shepard and Seguin, the two guys who the Rockets, probably the two most important Rockets on the team right now. Confidence look shook. They look like they are just. They both are got they looking over their
Where
shoulder.
inmate is where he messing up is like we talked about is the offensive sets where he getting KG the ball and the rotations and being stubborn thinking defense instead of like trying to get the people that can spread the floor and but all that's part of KD too. Like bro, KD, I want the ball right here. I don't care. Like we seen players in the huddles, they got insight now where players be like, I want the ball right here.
Oh, so inmate is a problem then.
He's part of the problem, right? I said he's part of the problem. But the
Oh,
roster, we're first. It goes what I've been saying. The roster first, but everybody's part of the. It's a whole. He's part of the problem, no question.
yeah,
Yes.
because for some reason he left Boston, and Boston all of a sudden won a better offensive
No,
team,
he
three
didn't
point
leave
shooting.
Boston. He
Well,
didn't leave.
he got kicked out of Boston. All of a sudden they
Okay, but
started
where
doing
was Boston when he like? But look, they
Mazzulla started
lost.
making them shoot more threes. They started doing better offense. And they
But
became a
they
better
got a
offense,
they
which led to a
lost.
championship.
But
So
no,
you so
it led to them losing first, bro. I see what you're saying, but you
no,
have to
thank
have the
you.
experience, bro. And then he didn't get a chance to make the adjustments from them losing in the finals to get it back to the finals and win it. So I can't sit here and say, well, this other coach, well, they got back and they won it. What the? I mean, like, bro, who's to say that they would? If he had this roster what he had right now with the defensive versatility that they have with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and Derrick White and the versatility they can have, he can still have his defensive mindset like he instilled in them, but they're so supreme offensively as well, they will be a problem. That's what I'm trying to tell you because you sit here telling me about Austin Reaves, offense. You talking offense, but that's what make Luka is Luka. He's great offensively, but why they lost in the finals in Dallas? Because he couldn't guard Jaylen Brown and Jason. He couldn't guard. He ain't that supreme offensively to where he could just. It's
No,
not. It
that's not
don't
why they
work like that,
lost.
bro.
They lost because his second best player is 6'1", and everybody else around him can't none of them are not a
So why? So
playmaker.
hold on. So
That's
why
why
the
he
Lakers?
lost.
Why the Lakers ain't gonna win it then?
Say what?
Why the Lakers are not gonna win the title?
They're not going to win the title because this team called Oklahoma City Thunder, who has the MVP, who has the perfectly constructed roster. So that's the only reason why. If the Lakers didn't have to play OKC, they would be. I think they could beat any other team in a game in 7 game
So
series.
why they not gonna be OKC then?
Same reason why everybody, the rest of the NBA is not going to be OKC
What reason is that?
because they're young. They have the MVP. They have a
What?
roster that is.
But what? How do they play? What do they do on
Offense
the
and
court though?
defense, Bryce.
And not let them
Offense
say it.
and defense.
Let them say it. Let them say it. How do they play, Bryce? Say it, Bryce.
So the Lakers don't play defense.
No,
Not like OKC.
tell me why they gonna lose. Okay, you tell me. Bryce, you tell it.
But you know what though? If there's any team that can beat them, Luca has proven he can be okay. He'll do it again. So we'll see.
All right, let's wrap it up, brothers. This was great. We're gonna do this again. This is gonna be great. Yeah, this is nice. All right, wrapping it up on this edition of the Houston Roundball Review Takeover. Much love, appreciates to Da'Yon and Bryce. Bryce, real quick, how can folks find you on social media, man?
Yes, Bryce _ Bell on Twitter, on X, and then Instagram Bryce Bell 1911. I got TikTok as well, but I'm just not getting back on social media. I was off a little bit, but I'm back on, man. So follow me on there, and yeah.
Da'Yon, how about you, man?
Man, all social media platforms at Da'Yon Dunlap from X to Instagram, all of them at Da'Yon Dunlap.
And folks, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Takeover as much as I have, and I think my brothers did as well.
Oh yeah.
We're going to do it again in the future. Next week, have maybe joined by somebody else, part of the Cougar family. So as always, thank you very much for watching the show, tuning in on Houston Roundball Review on YouTube, and of course on Roku via the BS3 Network. I am KG Kris Gardner of the Houston Roundball Review, and y'all know it, since 1994, the Houston Roundball Review. Local name,